guys, and welcome to Game the Game. I'm your host, Becca Scott, and each week on this show, we show you a cool new tabletop board game. This week, we're doing Pacific Rim Extinction. Before I introduce you to my friends who are playing with me, let me show you how to play. We're firing pulse cannons and throwing mechas into buildings. That's right, it's Pacific Rim Extinction from River Horse. This tactical combat strategy game pits teams of monstrous kaiju against the giant Jaegers of the Pan-Pacific Defense Corps. PPDC, y'all! Setup begins by dividing the players into two teams, the PPDC and the invading kaiju. Next, choose either the quick play cards, especially if you're just starting out, or you can construct your own battle using the setup rules in the rulebook. Now today we've got our hands on an early prototype of the game, so we'll just be going over the core mechanics and victory points. First up, the kaiju players select their models and add the total threat value, located in the top right. This threat pool is totaled and then doubled. That number equals the amount of points the Jaeger team can use to purchase Jaegers and pilots for the game. Once selected, the Jaegers each begin with a con pod, one upgrade card, and 2 pilots, while the kaiju each begin with a kaiju signature card and 2 mutations. Players select these from the available pool before placing the models and also take the corresponding models action deck. Kaiju begin the game with 1 rage and full kaiju blue. It's their magic blood. Jaeger begin with 1 charge and full ammo. The complete version of the game will include scenario cards which will dictate the map, the model starting placements, and building locations. Today we're setting up the Skirmish Scenario, which is set up roughly like this. Gameplay occurs over a series of turns, each divided into specific phases. First, players on both teams each select 1 action card from their deck and place it face down next to their model. Once all players have placed, everyone simultaneously reveals their action cards and reads them aloud with epic thematic voices, of course. Enrage! Supersonic Punch! Furious Slam! Death Grip! Grab and Rend! Toss! Fire tail spikes. Hit and run! That's not funny. Brace! Burrow! Then the team with the least models, or in the case of a tie, the kaiju, rolls the impulse die. The result either allows the activation of 1 model, 2 models, or no models. After resolving the outcome, the player passes the die to an opponent for their impulse roll. Activating a model contains 2 phases, movement and action. Movement always occurs first and is measured with a handy hex gauge. Boop. All models can move directly forward up to their speed value, located in the top left of their card, or movement backwards 1 hex. Additionally, models get 1 free pivot action during their movement phases. The Jaeger must move first and then pivot, but the agile kaiju can choose to pivot either before or after their movement. For example, this kaiju's going 1, 2, then pivot. Ooh. Once the movement has been completed, the player takes the action listed on the revealed card. Actions may include running, attacking, or special unique pilot maneuvers. Some action cards have a cost, such as ammo, kaiju blue, rage, or charge. Players have access to 2 types of attacks as well. You've got melee and ranged. For melee attacks, the models must be in direct contact with each other, and for either type of attack, the attacker must be facing the defender. Additionally, ranged attacks have a distance value, short if the target is within 1 hex gauge from the attacker, or long if not. Range can limit the attack options or the amount of damage. Once the target is selected, the attacker rolls combat dice equal to their model's skill value plus the power value. Ranged power values are on the action card, while melee power values are the red impact symbol on the model card. The defender rolls combat dice equal to their model's skill value and adds the armor value worth of dice. However, if that defender is not even facing the attacker, they're only going to roll armor dice, no skill roll for getting stabbed in the back. Players compare rolls. For any critical symbols, a player is granted a bonus die to roll, and all successes, including critical successes, are totaled. If the attacker has more successes than the defender, they get to deal that damage. For every 3 successes over the defender's total, the attacker deals 1 damage. On the side of the model's card, the SP, or structure points, show the damage threshold of that model. The attacker draws action cards from the defender's action deck equal to the amount of damage. These cards limit the defender's actions by removing crucial weapons and abilities. You're going to place them on the side of your model card. Additionally, the damage side of the cards may incur a special penalty related to the model. Like this one, see? Once the damage threshold is met, the model is defeated and removed from the game. Additionally, during the roll, if a trigger symbol appears, certain special abilities can be activated. I'm not going to tell you what they are though. Deal with it. Once a model has activated their action card, it is returned to their deck. After all models have been activated, the end of round occurs. This resets some models' abilities and allows players to access their reserves. Some scenarios allow extra models to be held off-map, summonable with a reserve roll. After round 4, if neither side has been eliminated, start checking for the end of game at the end of each round. For this end of game, each player will roll a combat die and add all successes and criticals together. If the total value equals 3 or more, the game ends. If not, it continues, and each subsequent round adds another die to each player's end of game check. Once the game ends in this way, the winner is determined by victory points, which are calculated based on the remaining Kaiju or Jaeger and intact or destroyed buildings. Additionally, when calculating those victory points, draw one random battle assessment card, which will provide bonus VP. And that's Pacific Rim Extinction. I'm Becca Scott, and you can watch me play this game and other sweet games on Game the Game right here on Geek and Sundry. So we'll see you there. And that's how you play Pacific Rim Extinction. Let me introduce you to these wonderful people we're about to play with. Kaori Takee, cosplayer and host.
Hi everyone! Excited to play this game.
Yay! Will Pasquin, head of gaming at High Voltage.
What's up, everybody?
And on my left, Shea Parker, contributing writer to Geek and Sundry, and also has his own How to Play show, RTFM, stands for Read the Fucking Manual.
Watch it. Hi.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Well, guys, I'm so glad you're here. Are you ready to
Yes.
play?
Yes.
So ready.
Very
All right.
excited.
Let's do it.
So, Shea and I are playing as Kaiju, and you guys are the Jaegers.
Jaeger, right there.
Yeah, that's you. We
So
got
cute.
red and shiny, blue and shiny.
Slightly blue in
Greenhorns and
places.
blue tail.
Yeah,
There you
those
go.
are their
Yeah.
nicknames. Now that we all have nicknames, our goal is to destroy both of you and or buildings.
Yeah.
Your goal is to destroy us. At the end of 4 turns, we will start rolling to see if the game just ends and we count up victory points. But at any time, the game can end early by one of our teams destroying the other team completely. So, this is gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I don't
You
know
guys
if this is
ready?
gonna last 4 rounds. I think these guys look kind of squishy to me.
Oh.
I'm sorry, those are
Yeah.
scaly spikes. These minis are less vulnerable than those minis.
That's like
wins.
every piece of hard metal combined known to man to form even harder metal and stuff.
Yeah,
Wait,
but with
even
like,
vibranium?
Sure, yeah.
I don't think that's vibranium.
We are
all
the
these
heroes.
fragile servos and stuff. Come on.
First things first is on our initial turns, we are going to need to choose one action card per character. Ooh. For Hakuja, my Kaiju, I have already chosen. Do you place for you? Here we go.
There, I'm gonna toss
Just
this
get 'em
by my
close.
guide.
Athena's ready.
Gypsy
All right.
Avenger.
So we're going to flip our action cards simultaneously
Okay.
and in epic voices read aloud our cards. Flip. Oh yeah, I made that difficult for you guys.
Yeah, we
Here,
help
we'll
each
pass
other
them
out.
so you can read it. Shea, epic voice.
Enrage.
Pretty dope. All right.
Said epic.
Kaori.
Power surge.
Nice.
Also activating a power surge.
Whoa.
Oh.
Coordinated efforts. Enrage. This lets me run real fast. I basically get to move twice. It's dope.
Everyone seems to be on the similar mindset of
Charging each other.
charging each
Yeah.
other's faces.
I mean, that makes sense since we're way across the board from each other.
We
Time
are
to
far
charge
away.
faces. Okay, so now whoever has the most standees still on the board gets to roll this impulse die first to see if you get to activate right now or if you have to wait. But in the case of a tie, it goes to the Kaiju. So Shea, will you roll that on behalf of us?
Absolutely.
We really gotta
Get
take
it,
one
get
of
it.
them out. So
Oh, 2 activations in a row!
What?
Oh, that hurts. It's like, you know what? It's good. They're gonna get close, but they're not still too far, and then we can
Yeah.
slam into them.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I don't know.
I'm
Would
very
you like to go
confident.
first, or shall I?
You. What you gonna do? Oh, we're
gonna
doing the
slam into
same
some
thing.
Everyone's doing the same thing.
Oh,
pretty
good
much.
call. Because yeah, I could definitely not get all the way over there because you have 3 movement, but I only have 2. Even though our enrage power gives us some extra movement, and if we're touching, we can melee attack. So let's attack some buildings since we can't reach them people. Okay, so we're gonna need our hex gauge in order to measure the distance we can travel. And I can measure for you if you'd like. So, what would you like to do with your turn,
All
Shay?
right. So I'm gonna move forward 2, and I'm gonna pivot to the right.
Okay, so move 2 and pivot, so you're only using 2 out of your 3 movements.
Yes, because I only need a little bit.
And then you activate your action. Will you read that whole card to us?
So I can gain full rage, or I can run. Run gives me the extra movement, which is what I want. Run, move the model up to its speed. I have speed of 3. I only need 1. If it moves into contact with an enemy, or in this case, a building, it may make a melee attack against that enemy.
Oh, all right, dope.
Slam me into a building.
So I'm gonna realign this hex gauge, and then you'd like to move 1.
All right.
So
Slam me into that building.
we will stop there. Once you've touched the building, then you pivot to go edge to edge. And now, you guys, on behalf of the Jaegers, need to roll 4 dice to protect your building.
Oh dear.
Why don't you roll the dice?
Okay.
7.
What? That's a crazy attack value.
My attack is great. Ha! Okay, so I got a critical.
Unfortunately, it already.
And another critical. And then also I can count up to 2 triggers as successes. So this is a trigger which wouldn't do anything. So basically, I got 7 attack.
And basically, we got 3 defense, which ain't enough.
Nah.
So I think
So I
this
done messed up a building.
is kaput.
Goodbye.
Okay, now we're playing with prototypes, so gentle if you please. Yeah, we'll just pull it from the board.
Let's keep this by us as a trophy.
Yeah, we need more trophies for the Kaiju!
All right, we'll keep them as a trophy.
Yeah.
They can have their
Yeah.
buildings.
Soon enough,
I'd like to
guys.
see you try.
It's like a
Lot-
big
lot of
fish.
big
Look what I
talk.
caught today. Hold it up by the tail.
If I did die, I would hope you would make a necklace of my scales. Just a thought. Okay, so we actually get to do both of our characters because you
2.
nailed that impulse
Hi.
die roll.
I'm really great
I
at
know,
this
sorry
game,
guys. Ooh, I could go for this further away building, and I'm gonna do that just because it seems like more fun to travel more. Can I make it though? Because I can only move 2. I don't know if I'm allowed to measure, but approximately. I think I can touch it with my 4 moves and 1
Okay.
pivot. Do you think that's too risky and I should go for what's close?
Well, if
2
you go-
pivots, you'd
If you
have.
get closer to the building, they get closer to you.
Aha.
So we can just take out these back buildings first. But if we want to just charge right
Hey,
in.
I like your strategy. I respect you as my teammate. I'm gonna go with that plan. I just don't want to waste the extra move. I could, instead of running,
Get
I
full
could
rage.
get full rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say,
Dope.
I'm pretty fast. I think I could even get to you on that back building.
Then it's important to have full rage.
I actually do have to use my run because I have to use the run in order to use a melee attack against that enemy. So maybe this wasn't the best card for me to play if I was going to go for the close building. But we're here now, and we're doing it, and we're learning the
Yes.
game together.
It is true.
Ba-da-ba. Okay, we will pivot first because Kaiju has this special ability. Whereas you, Jaeger, can only pivot second. Okay, and then I will move 2, as is my speed.
As
and
is your
then-
right as a kaiju.
As is my right. I am just a centimeter away from this
barely.
building, so I'm going to pivot again. Okay, and then boop, touching it. So as soon as I touch it, I sort of slide so one edge of my hex touches the existing edge of the building hex. Ooh, my saber teeth are
You do it.
All right.
poking in through an upstairs window.
Hope I have better
Oh,
luck
okay. So-
defending this building.
I take my power die and my focus die. I have 6 die to work with, and these ones are lucky. These
Yeah.
ones, I'm feeling it. Oh, okay, that counts.
See? Yeah, they're doing great.
Yes!
3.
Okay, so I've
Oh.
got 3 and 3 rolls. So I'm gonna roll 2 additional.
And I got 3 and a crit.
Oh, yeah,
it's
so
still
you
possible.
get to roll 1 additional.
Oh,
That's one more.
Okay.
They miss. No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So we match.
I'm gonna re-roll again because I only
Show me
re-rolled
that
twice.
blank.
Oh.
One more.
Show me that blank.
Crit, 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 crit. Okay, one
That
more
counts.
attack.
Oh,
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Against 4.
Oh, you did so valiantly. But yet we still destroyed another building.
Still.
You were a good
Kaiju
building. You tried.
trophy.
You tried building. You tried well.
I'll save your people for snacks. Great. So now I pull my action card off the board to remind us that that character has already gone. And then you guys just get to activate twice in a row as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say now at least we get to try some bum rushing maybe.
Okay.
Speaking of bum rushing, this kaiju, its two tails kind of look like they start as butt cheeks that turn into tails. You guys seen that?
If you do enough
Now I
squats,
see it.
I mean, there's no
You'll
real
grow
room to
Obviously,
grow.
this
Yeah,
kaiju-
you just
I want to show
the
camera,
muscle has to
but
keep growing.
We'll see later.
I'm
Cool,
kind of
cool.
thinking maybe we could both try and hit this thing here. I mean, I know
Oh,
I
I
can
see
only
how it goes.
I can only
Because you can move far, right?
yeah, but I can only pivot at the end. So first I have to run straight. I can move like
Ah.
run maybe in this direction.
Okay.
You know what we didn't
So,
mention that would be fun to read is each of our characters has special abilities that can change each game. Do you want to read what your cool special ability is there?
Well, mine, it says, Retribution. When defending, if you roll 2 or more and are damaged, Saber Athena may immediately make a melee attack after the enemy attack is completed.
Ooh,
fight back.
you get like an attack of opportunity there. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm playing Gypsy Avenger. I get the overcharged ability when attacking if I roll 2 or more of these exclamation marks. I forget what they're called.
Triggers.
Triggers. If I roll 2 or more triggers, I can then get extra combat dice for all of my stored charge. So it's sort of less wasted dice on triggers for me. Stronger attacks.
Well, what's yours?
I got a couple, because kaijus have more than one ability. I've got kaiju strength. When attacking, I count up to 2 triggers as successes. And defensive reflex. So when defending, if I roll 2 or more triggers and are damaged, I may choose which action cards to discard.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, because if you take damage, you have to let the other team choose one of your power of the action cards that you no
Yeah.
longer get to use, and that counts as one of your out of 3 damage. But if you choose, that is a game changer.
Yeah. I'm not-
Because some of these have
not
bad
liking that.
effects.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want them to pick.
Here's what me, Hakuja, can do. Furious. When attacking, if you roll 2 or more triggers, the exclamation mark, gain 1 rage. Rage can be used as a cost that other cards in my action deck have. And then armor plated, gain +1 armor. Oh, I should pay attention to that for when I do a defensive roll. Okay, good to know. Great, great, great. So you guys have a plan. You're attacking.
What are we doing?
They're trying to go after me. Which
My initial idea,
Defense is okay.
I liked
Yeah.
getting in nice and quick. Like
Oh,
we both got charges going on, so
Okay.
we both have 2 movements.
Yep.
But we can't pivot first, like they were saying.
Yeah.
So the first movement almost feels like a waste if I want to also get down here. So I don't know.
Do you want to get down here?
How about you take your turn first? Because I'm pretty sure it's easy. You're going to go for this guy. You're pointed in that direction.
Sure.
And then
Here is your
Well,
hex gauge.
I don't want to be crazy. Go over there. No, I'm just kidding.
we're both just going to run in opposite
Just gonna
directions.
wander off the board.
At least we can high five in the middle. Jumping power high five. No.
Okay, so I take how many? 4?
First we got.
Oh, sorry guys. All right.
Movement first.
So I'm gonna read my thing. Power surge. So I gain full charge or run. So run, move the model up to its SP speed. It's SPD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speed.
All right. If it moves into contact with an enemy, it may make a melee attack against that enemy, but I cannot enter populated or difficult terrain, which is fine because there's
think we're
there's a
playing with
road right
difficult
here.
terrain.
Yeah, I think that's probably for different play sets.
I
Move
just moved.
first. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Just
so
like rolling die. Okay. And I can't pivot till after the fact. right?
correct. Yeah. Uh-oh, you're gonna
Look,
run into a
I'm gonna get really
building.
close to that building.
But because you
No.
can run,
Oh, wait.
you can just do part of your 4.
Yeah,
and
maybe
then
try 2 and then see if you want to take a 3rd or a 4th. Oh,
Oh, sorry, building.
It's okay.
try do 2 or 3.
Okay.
The building's sort of in the way.
Rawr. Okay.
Oh dang.
I have engineered it
That is
such.
not the purpose. Okay, so 1, 2. I'm not touching it. That's good, right?
Sure.
All right, and then I could pivot.
Yes.
Uh-oh. But your pivot's what's going to screw you. You might want to back up one.
Oh, let's. Can I try it and then backtrack? Because I think I can do it. Wait, how do you pivot?
Just
Only
rotate one turn.
1/6.
Oh.
So how many degrees is that?
Is that it?
Yeah, so that's your move action.
Yeah.
Dope.
Did
But
it.
then you move the direction of your sword. It's a little hard to tell with your character because of your
so we're going
power stance, but you actually have to go this direction, so you would hit the building. So you might want to retcon that by 1 space.
So just kind of blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so only move 2 and then pivot.
There we
Perfect.
go.
As
Okay.
much as I want you to hit buildings for us, it makes sense that you would just
Not
go
in
there.
your
All
best
right.
interest.
All right, and then now
Now you do your action.
Now you do your action, which is
my action. Oh, okay. Move the model up to its speed. So 4. All right, so I'm gonna move 1, 2. I can go up to 4, right?
up
So
to 4, yeah.
1, 2. I'll turn here. Pivot. This way.
Maybe do a third,
you can
so
pivot
then we could
anytime.
have a better
Oh, sorry. You can only pivot
angle of
at the end.
attack.
3. And then I
Pivot.
pivot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pivot.
How many different ways can we say pivot?
I'm never not gonna think about Ross saying pivot.
No.
I don't think I'm actually going to make an attack because of all these pivot stuff.
It was
but
your idea. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, we all had the same idea. Charge. They just got to
kidding.
smash face into buildings. So I'm going to take the power surge as well. I'm going to take my base movement first. I'm going to come forward. 1, 2. And then I'm going to pivot.
Man, deep disadvantage. Oh, not coming for me, huh?
Nice.
And then
Going for me.
I'm going to do some bum rushing.
Ooh.
Like it.
1,
Like
2,
it.
Building's still blocking you.
3. Do I want to take the 4th or not?
Yeah, just take out that
I think
building,
so. No?
If I,
Your pivot's going to screw you.
Well, I can't see.
I mean, so
Is there a millimeter of space in between you and the
Yeah,
building?
if I
No.
pivot and it clips the corner on the way, like I'm not touching, so theoretically,
Yeah.
once I finish a pivot, I shouldn't be touching
I
again.
think you're fine,
Yeah, but if you were to move forward from that position,
I'm not in a position,
you would
but I'm
hit
gonna pivot.
but you're gonna
it.
pivot.
So I'm gonna finish there, finish my movement, and pivot.
All right.
All right,
Well,
and unfortunately-
you fudged it a little, but I'll allow it.
I think you did fine.
If you were to move forward, you would clip the edge of the building. But then again, that's just like a little bit. That's like the, the overhang over the door. That's some like shutters on some
smushed
windows.
the railing on the stairs. We
Yeah,
can replace
the railing on the
that.
stairs is replaceable.
Alright,
It's not total structural damage.
so now we've each taken a turn.
Okay.
We get our
Whoa.
cards
Okay.
back.
So now we just go again for a second round.
Okay.
So everybody's gonna pick
boy.
a new action card. No one's sustained any damage yet because we're all trying to get close enough to each other.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do my coolest move.
Are we allowed to like talk to our teammate about suggestions?
Sure, you can
We
strategize
absolutely should,
and
and then
do it out loud for the camera.
What you thinking about?
I'm thinking about this
Totally secret over
flying
here.
knee. This one because it's a ring.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right. That's awesome. I got it.
Ready?
Ready.
Cards on the table.
Boom.
Okay, ready to reveal? 3, 2, 1, flip.
Curse these smooth tables. Aha!
Special powers.
Victory.
Difficult cards.
All right. Kaori, do you want to read your card real quick?
N16 particle charger. POW 4 range attack costs 1 ammo.
I'm coming in with a fire plasma cannon. Also ranged attack.
Sweet. It's gonna cost you something.
A little bit of ammo, but that's okay.
Let me go.
It's here to be used.
I'm using my favorite attack. This one's called the Burrow. Basically, I take my character off the table, I roll 2 dice, and if I get any successes, my character pops up wherever I want.
That's
And,
insane.
But she's not
yeah.
gonna get any successes, so she's just gonna sort of smack her head on the ground, and it's gonna be good.
Well, we'll
I'm just
see
gonna
how that-
disappear into the Neverland ether.
I got Death Grip. Costs a little bit, but I can hold someone they can't move while I'm doing it, and they don't get to use their skill while defending.
What?
Yeah.
So if you're touching them, you can lock them in place? Mm-hmm. Death grip.
See, that's why it's a good thing that we're like ganging up on him,
Yeah, so if he's
Yeah.
holding you there, I can come smack him
Yeah.
on the back of the head.
especially
Say,
from
"Hey."
the back.
But
Let
is
my
it
friend
a
go.
passion embrace or?
know.
Well, kaiju express their emotions through
Through rage. Sure.
and aggression, so it absolutely is.
Cool.
Cool.
roll
You
some
were so
impulse.
lucky last time. Can you just do that again?
Let's find out. I could get close.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we take one activation first.
Yeah, I think I should go first because I'm in a good position to attack her.
I believe in you.
All right.
Oh my god.
So I think I can just move directly forward and get in range. I've got a move of 3, so
Do you really want
Oh
to?
yeah,
now?
you can engage for sure.
awesome.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah, just get me
So you're
in
gonna
there.
go 1,
Oh my gosh.
2,
And click.
Boom.
and then click. You're touching.
Look, he's
and
eating my sword.
you're within the 180 of her
Sword
front side.
toothpick.
So she'll get to roll more dice than had you snuck up from behind.
That's what I think of your puny weapons.
Oh.
So this costs a Kaiju blue, our version of ammo. And so I'm attacking you. So targets of this attack do not add their skill when rolling to defense. So normally we have skill and defense or skill and attack. You just get your defense.
What? Oh, so it's like you're hitting her from behind without actually
Yeah.
being behind.
Darn.
So can I get 7 dice?
That
Oh, 7. I give you
I
more.
gotta
Okay.
roll right
Let's
to go.
get rid of the.
You get some
Get that impulse out of there. So you just get your 3 red die. You don't
3.
actually get your blue die because it's as
yellow,
if he's.
yellow dice.
Oh, sorry, defense dice. Yes.
So to get 3.
Yes.
Oh!
As one reroll.
But
Oh,
here's the thing: 2 of my exclamation points count as attacks, and I get a reroll.
That's
So-
not aggravating at all.
Well, it's fine. I got 3 attack.
so it's 3 against 2. So you will take 1 damage. So if you want to splay out your cards for Shea to
How?
take 1
You could just-
away.
Hand those over.
So you can mix them up
Oh my
if you want.
gosh.
Yeah.
Put your favorite in the secret spot.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say the middle one.
Okay, I'll do it
Middle.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you flip
your
this
damage.
and read what it says on that damage.
Damage, cockpit damage. Roll 2 combat dice for each trigger rolled. Remove 1 pilot from the Jaeger. What? If 1 pilot survives,
That's the
see
worst
solo
thing you could
pilot.
possibly get.
That's
Oh, good
Just
picture.
grabbed your
Death grip,
face.
ripping out a person.
That's heartless.
Ripped out
Heartless.
of your mech.
I'm gonna get rid of.
Excuse me.
Well, no,
Kaijus
you get-
have
you get
8
to roll.
hearts, I'll have you
Oh.
know.
So
So
she
you're
rolls
rolling-
2 combat
probably.
dice for each trigger rolled?
Yeah.
No,
So you don't want to roll any triggers.
Okay, so I want to
She
take
rolls 2 dice, and if
Gotcha.
she rolls triggers.
2 new ones or
Yeah.
2
two
new
dice.
ones.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No triggers, no triggers.
Triggers.
No triggers.
Oh, she
look
rolled
at
blanks. Okay, you're
Your
safe.
pilot
Your pilot's safe.
stared that kaiju in the face and said,
Yeah.
But you're gonna keep that to the right of your
Resilience.
board and
Okay.
line it up with that number 1, the damage area. Keep it face up.
Ah.
And that is your first damage. If you get 3 damage, your mech dies.
Okay.
Your Jaeger is off the board. Okay, let's
And
keep
also,
rolling.
While I have you in my death grip,
What?
you cannot move
So the rest of this round,
for the rest of this round. Yeah.
What? Okay.
Dang.
You just want to eat my sword.
keep it face up. Okay, great. So that was our activation. Your turn to roll and see if you get to go
Alright.
this turn.
Oh my gosh, you're
stuck in
trusting
the
me
death
with
deck.
this.
You're stuck in the death. I feel bad. You gotta-
Okay, you get
All
to
right,
go.
we get 1. You can still fire your gun. You're still in
I
the
mean-
right arc.
Technically, it would make
Yes.
sense, right? She was
Yeah.
so close.
Particle charger.
Spend any amount of charge to add 1 POW for each charge spent.
So you can add an extra die to your roll, and as it is, you would get a die roll of 5, I believe.
I think I would want to do that, right? I just want to go hardcore.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
he came at you, so
I'm kind of mad right now. So roll 5
Yeah.
die.
All right. So you're attacking
That
me.
didn't count.
Show him your anger.
7 defense dice.
7 defense.
Yeah. 4 plus 3.
What?
I'm very skillful.
Oh, wow.
My special thing got rid of your skill, which is why I didn't roll anything.
Okay.
all right. Well, that's a crit.
That's-
So you get to
One
Okay, I got
reroll.
one crit. so
Here you
I
go.
reroll.
so you
Yeah.
get to roll re-roll one of these.
Just one?
Yeah.
Just one.
Hopefully you get another chain crit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so 2
I have 2.
and 2, so no damage. And this is only on your
It's only attacking.
offensive. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Excellent.
And
so
that's
that was your
it.
turn
Okay.
because you weren't able to move because of that death grip.
But at least I got to try.
So now we're gonna roll and see if I get to activate or if
Okay.
the die goes back to you, and I do not get to activate.
All right. Let's see if we get to activate.
Do it.
Yes, we do.
Okay, okay.
All right. Now, I can't move
here's where
backwards, can I? And then
You can move 1 space backwards at
one
any
space
time.
backwards. Interesting. Okay.
Yes. And then you can take your pivot as normal.
Yes. I wonder if that would almost be better if I
Yeah.
was there and then pivot. Unfortunately, I'd just be. I think actually, yeah, I think that might be better.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna move backwards actually,
A ranged attack, don't you?
and I do have a ranged attack.
Uh-oh.
And pivot.
Come help me.
Now you're
And
your
now
power
I
3, so you need to be within.
cannot fit this between us, so I'm at close range. Okay. So yes, I spend an ammo. I have power range 3.
You add the power of the ranged attack plus your skill level, which is 4.
Right. My guy's got lots of skill because I got special connections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. I'm attacking you. Here we go. 7 dice.
Come on.
Oh, I rolled a lot of numbers.
Doesn't look good. Oh, especially compared to over there.
Wow,
By
you
numbers,
rolled
I mean stars.
Okay, so I've got
6 stars.
2, one of which is a crit.
You need
that's
a
good
lot
to
of
know.
chains. Okay, that. Woo!
You shoot at me, my tails knock it out of the sky.
What? Our dice rolls are really just
I
not
know.
helping us out here.
And then your second tail just gives a big FU with the middle.
The middle spine.
Middle spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Bummer.
that's my turn.
All right.
Awesome.
Oh, I think
So,
Come help me out.
all right, my kaiju is going to do the burrow attack. So I will leave this face up until my Haikuja returns. But I get to roll 2 combat dice, and if one of a success, I get to place this character anywhere on the table. Oh, but it does cost me 1 kaiju blue, my special magic blood. Oh, cool. Don't get to come back on the table.
Like I said,
Where did you go?
Plonk, smacked forehead on ground.
Yeah, I'm just flying through, black nothingness. Your death grip stays, but now we've
Now
all
we're all-
activated, so we will start a new round. This is
dear.
round 3. So after the
Okay.
4th round, we will start rolling to determine if it's an end of game situation.
So, quick question. I mean, I've got this, but where did you go?
Just
Where-
start yelling my name and maybe I'll come back. I don't know.
Hakuja.
I teleported myself. I'm new at this. Just floating. Just floating. I can see you. I'm right above you, but I
Okay.
keep reaching out and my hand just goes through you.
I was all
Or my
ready to
giant
play
claw, death claw.
Kaiju whack-a-mole.
You could only melee attack if you're like,
Touching.
right there.
Touching. So we're
Okay.
engaged.
So you can
with
melee
each other,
attack
so-
right now.
You definitely want a melee attack, right?
Unless he maneuvers around behind you first. Alright.
Think I'm doing this
Oh,
one?
that's
Let's
fine.
just go
Okay.
for it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Reveal on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's already there. Good.
Pretend my card's all the
matching
way over
sounds.
there.
Okay, cool. Read your title real quick.
Flying knee, it's a melee attack.
Sweet. And you got.
Awesome. I'm gonna fire the plasma cannon again. Give it another
Again?
shot.
Come on.
I
Get
have
the finger out of
Furious
new tricks.
Slam, which is a melee attack with
Dope.
some, things.
Okay, so we've still. Oh, we only have 1 character on the board, so you guys roll the impulse die first.
Oh.
You go for it.
Interesting.
Is that okay?
Because
Let's see. Come on, 2.
oh,
that was not
my
2.
Guess
gosh.
us, since you are the only one corporeal at the moment.
Ah.
Okay,
we
goes
get
back.
another shot. That's
Okay,
yeah. That's
I got 2. 2. Okay.
1.
All right.
There's
all right.
nothing.
All right.
One of you gets to
Definitely
activate.
think you should go first, so you can be sure to use that awesome
Yeah.
flying knee strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I use.
Tell us about it.
So it says, when attacking, if you roll 1 or more triggers, place Saber Athena in the enemy back arc after this attack and choose its facing. There must be room for Saber Athena to fit and maintain contact with the enemy.
Okay, so roll your attack dice, which is 5,
Okay.
and your defense dice.
3, 4, 5.
It's melee, but you're facing her, so you get all 7.
Can you hand me one more die?
Yes, I can.
Arr.
Go, Kaiju!
Comeback kid. Oh.
One more
Oh, you get a
reroll.
crit.
Okay.
Get that reroll.
Got another crit.
How many do I
What?
reroll?
Just 1.
Just one.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Each time you get the
5.
exploding star, you get a reroll.
You gotta
Okay,
be
great.
5.
She's got 2. Shay,
What is happening?
this is unfair how good you are at rolling
I'm
dice.
really good at this game, guys.
Okay, well that's called luck, but I'm glad you're on my team.
I'm really good at luck, guys.
Practice my dice rolling all
No,
night.
no.
I don't know.
You should have really practiced.
Someone did though.
Do you
I
still
invested
get
a
to
point in
maneuver
that.
even though you didn't deal damage?
Now you didn't take your movement at the beginning of your turn, but you do get to do your flying knee, which allows you to move at the end of your action.
Okay.
So you can just
Might as
hop
well.
your unit behind him and face his face.
Don't eat my soul. There.
And then you can probably turn to face
Yeah, you want to
him.
face him. There you go.
Boom.
One more, I think.
Oh,
is-
one more.
yeah.
Oh.
This
I
one's
think
a little
the
tricky.
sword.
You got your sword
Payback.
pointing at his
Cool.
butt.
Now he's gonna have a harder time. So now it's back to the. Where's
That's
the?
back to our
I like that.
Here we go.
to roll.
impulse control situation. You are really good at rolling dice, but I'm just going to roll
Yeah,
just roll
go
last
for it.
time. From the ether!
Ooh. Alright, maybe I get to go?
You'll miss though. No, you
I
don't.
do.
All right.
Okay. So let's see.
Get him.
Yeah,
This
fire that
building is
cannon.
all up in my grill. But maybe I can.
I guess if you don't take movement, if you go 0 movement, you could potentially still take your pivot.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm going to do. So maybe pivot, and then he's still within the proper arc for me to hit with a ranged attack, and he's still
Okay.
close range.
Do it.
All right, so fire plasma cannon again. Spend an ammo. 7 dice.
Here's the thing, when he's out of ammo,
You can't do that anymore.
Then I can charge face, and
but-
eventually his dice rolls have to be crappy. I have to believe
I
that.
don't believe that's possible.
Well,
Okay.
Whoa! Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already beat him, but
So I
re-roll
get-
those
that
exploding
was-
dice.
Okay.
It's a 4.
Boom.
4 versus my 2.
And it's when I attack, if I roll 2 or more triggers, roll 1 additional combat dice for each stored charge. So I get to
Oh.
roll another one.
One more. Oh, nope, just a trigger.
Okay, so I've got 4.
That's really good because that would have maybe done 2 damage to me.
Almost. Still just 1
Right.
damage.
So if you had rolled
Yuck.
4 more hits than he did, then you would get a 2nd damage.
I got a little cracked armor. It's fine. No additional effects.
I like it. You look better with
I should use
scars.
my.
I can see you. Can you see me?
Where?
I'm right here.
When he hit
Hakuja?
me.
Please.
Hakuja?
I'm here.
Hakuja?
Shrink thorn.
Mike.
Shrike.
All right, so now we're all out of units, miniatures, so you automatically.
We just get to go.
believe.
I mean, yeah, we don't need
Yeah,
to
we
roll
don't do
anymore.
So, do you want to go first or should I? I can't really attack anybody because they all maneuvered away from me.
You can do your movement and just use your
Can.
pivot, but your pivot actually is not good enough.
No, I know. I want to go somewhere else.
What do you
But
wanna
while
run
I'm
over?
thinking about that, maybe try and burrow
Try
out.
and exist.
Yeah.
I'm underground. That's where I am. I just burrowed underneath. I'm not nowhere. I am somewhere. Under the city, just peeking up through sewer grates, and then I'm gonna come up. Success.
There we go.
Finally, okay. Whew. So I would like to exist, and I want to be behind you guys. So, but I can only melee attack. So let's see. Who is this crazy?
Why are you guys ganging up on me?
Because
You say that like you all weren't trying to gang up on me.
I'd like to be protected by the building from the Gypsy Avenger.
That's smart.
And coming at your back so you have no defense die against me. Turn brown. Now I can't actually make these characters flush because of these prototype minis, but they're as close as they can get.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
real
use-
good friends.
Our imagination.
Yeah.
So I finally used my burrow, and I actually don't get any sort of attack with the burrow, unfortunately, so that's my turn. But now we got Fury Slam.
In that, well, so I can't attack, but
You could just hit a
Yes.
building.
I'm thinking.
I know, thank goodness.
No.
Move.
So, if I pivot, but I don't move, I think that means Gypsy kind of has to stay where she is. We'll just sort of sandwich her in
Let's
place.
sandwich her.
So, I don't get to attack, but can you rotate me?
Saber
Let's
Athena
call it
sandwich.
counterclockwise.
Which counter
Towards
this
Yeah.
way? Oh my god. Hold on.
Yeah,
that
I'm,
means-
There
yeah,
we
I'm
go.
still flush against you.
Okay.
So now,
Cool.
so they're still at my backside,
Yeah.
but if I get to go first next time, then I can rotate again, so that won't be an issue.
And your slam would have been cool because you could have moved them backwards 1 hex. Sweet. Okay, next round. This is the
Okay.
4th round. So at the end of this round, we will all roll a single combat die, and if we have 3 or more successes as a team, that triggers the end game, and we count up our victory points.
Okay.
Okay, so choose wisely.
I'm almost thinking you should really annoy them and try and use your knee again, because then you can hop out of there and get
That's
out of danger.
True.
And then this big old strong melee beast will just be staring at his friend.
I like the idea of getting
think
away
about
from
that?
them.
Yeah, that's in a really dangerous spot. You are.
It's not pleasant just looking at her.
Interesting.
All right. I have chosen.
There's just so many ways to destroy you. It's
Great.
so hard to pick.
I smash. 1, 2, 3. Reveal. Okay, I've got a toss. It's just a melee attack, but if I roll one or more triggers, I can place the enemy up to 2 hexes away from its current location and choose its facing.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
What you guys got?
I did the flying knee again. Yeah.
Nice and agile.
Melee.
Sense.
I'm gonna try and run face first and headbutt this guy. So I'm doing a power surge. Charge attack.
Nice.
All right, I got some fire my tail spikes. It's a ranged attack. Cost Kaiju blue. But if I hit, I can use the card that you have placed as the damage that you take. Which means you don't. If I go first, you don't get a turn. So let's see if we can go first.
Harsh. Okay, so because we're both back on, we get to roll that impulse die first.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, both activation.
Crazy.
All right.
Do you want to go, or you want me to melee attack?
Well, we can both go. So
This is gonna be really
Yeah,
painful.
you go first. You got a plan.
All right. Rotate me again counterclockwise.
One time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the
Roll
one
one.
he gets.
Now what do you guys got? But we get to go first, so I'm not worried about the flying knee. So I'm gonna go after Gypsy Avenger.
Oh, of course
Here.
you are.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Professional talking person.
At least I
Shea
still
Parker.
get 7
RTFN.
defense
Good way to
dice.
start.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, I'm holding 8 dice.
You got
I
this.
have that. So,
Roll good, roll good, roll good, roll good. Yeah!
That's pretty good.
2 exploding dice. So you need one. You need a.
Okay, this isn't looking bad either.
That's not bad.
Oh,
Wow.
and you have
yeah. So hold on.
2 triggers.
Okay.
Okay, well that doesn't count for anything because I only get up to 2. But that's
You
2,
get a third exploding.
4, 5. Didn't I think I re-rolled that one? That was this.
Okay.
All right, you got 5.
No, I got 7.
Okay, you got 7. I've got 5, but I need 4 extra dice. So I need.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Have something. Are we? Wow, we're using all dice. Epic game.
0, 0, 0, 0. Nope.
2.
Got it. So you're tied.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
You will not take my card. I shall still headbutt you.
So good.
Blast.
Valiant effort. Okay, so I get to go now because we rolled 2 on our initiative die. So I have toss, which is a melee attack. And so I'm just gonna hit you. And I
from
roll
behind.
6 dice, and it's from behind. So Kaori, I'm hitting you, and you only get to roll your defensive die, which is 3, because I'm sneaking up
Okay.
on your behind because I burrowed. 3, 2, 1.
Grr. Oh.
Attack!
Whoa.
Can I use my
some
retribution?
numbers.
Yes.
You.
Your
Can
what?
she use her retribution from behind if she's attacked from behind?
Yeah.
I can.
Your power, what does it say?
When defending, if you roll 2 or more and are damaged, Saber Athena may immediately make a melee attack after the enemy attack is completed.
Okay. If you roll
So-
2 or more.
Okay.
If you're 2 more triggers.
I better roll 2 or more.
Sorry, pause. You did not roll the trigger, so you don't get to do your special ability. But if you had, you would have had to hit someone in your front arc, so you couldn't necessarily hit me for just hitting
I
you.
could hit this dude,
But there's
right?
still. You would have.
Luckily,
still,
just so
Wow.
happens.
And you get 1 more roll.
Ooh, okay, so I have 4 successes and a reroll.
Get 1 more.
5 successes.
5 to 2.
That's 5.
Still 1 damage. Over by 3.
Yeah, still just 1
Oh,
damage.
so close.
1
Okay.
away from that second
So
damage.
Okay.
If you
well,
would please allow me to select a card. Uh-oh, Carrie, we're beating you up.
I
There's your damage.
know.
Please don't take another damage.
It
don't
says
leave me.
overload. Roll 2 combat dice. If a trigger is rolled, take 1 additional damage. Roll 2 dice.
Don't leave me
Oh
alone.
my gosh.
Oh no, this would be the death of you.
Don't leave me
No,
alone.
No. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. No triggers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that was my toss, but I rolled a trigger, so I can place you up to 2 hexes away from your current location and choose your facing. I think I want to prevent you from having this flying knee. So I just want to basically turn her away from you.
Yeah, you can move her 2 spaces away, so maybe move her away from us and then turn her away from us.
I could have her back arc still facing me, just to set up for next round.
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds like a great plan.
Do you need?
So, just to be technical here, how do I keep you on? I want him to stay touching me, but I don't think that's a possibility.
You can.
Or I can
him
move,
just
pivot,
one, though.
move. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move 1,
Okay.
change the facing to be away from me, there, and then move half a centimeter apart. So I'd
So
have
I
to
go
move
back
before
here.
attacking next time.
Now he's back
Well, I
here.
think you were touching, and if you just moved 1.
I don't know the technicality of that. I think it has to stay within a hex.
Where he was? Or was it more like the...
But I think like because the miniatures prevented the
there's a
hexes
full
from moving, I think that move you would still be touching.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
If you, yeah, that's what I want, so I'll take it. Okay, great.
think
And
that
then
is
let's
the
move that
case.
about a hex away. Great, so that was my toss. I tossed you. First I just punch you in the back of the head, and then I take you, and I lift you up and set you down beside me. And you're like, who, what? Who did that?
Okay.
All right, now at
you like
least,
a baby.
now at least they've both gone,
Yeah.
and we get to both go. So do you want to go or should I go?
You go.
Kaiju forever.
All right,
I've been damaged.
I'm gonna take my full charge, so I get to move and then take another move, and if during that second move I run into something, I can make a melee attack. So let's
right.
see how I'd have to do this.
I'm gonna close my eyes and
Facing
start running.
this
and if
way.
you get in my way,
It was your
So
fault.
I think I'm gonna do
just gonna spin my
one,
arms.
and then pivot, and now activate my ability itself. There's one.
Stupid power
So
surge.
I try and move, boom, but now we're also
Nice.
touching, face to face, headbutt, melee attack.
Okay.
All right.
Do
Do you
it.
have any
1, 2, 3, 4,
threatening
5, 6.
catchphrases you'd like to shout in the Kaiju's face?
I don't.
Hey, you!
Just headbutt charge.
My pithy response
Let's
is,
both get
"Rah!"
dumber. Clonk.
Just headbutt my spikes.
Oh, you got
Okay.
2 rerolls.
2 rerolls. Nice.
I also have 2 rerolls.
Uh-oh, and he got
that's
a
a
lot,
lot of
more.
numbers.
I
too.
see our 2 rerolls.
Uh-oh. You're definitely
Oh,
taking
that's
the
real
damage.
bad.
Oh, I need 2 more.
That's not going well.
Let's see that double damage.
It had to come back around.
Oh, okay,
Well,
still.
this is unfortunate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Because now I'm dead.
You only have 2. Yes.
So
Oh
you
my
got,
gosh.
Yes.
we gotta explain this. So you got 4 hits above what Shea was able to defend
Wait, hold
with.
on, hold on.
And 1 would give
need
you
one
1
more die.
damage. 3 additional hits means a second damage.
I need 1 more die. Oh, no,
I
wait,
took
you
one
took
away.
my- Oh,
Yeah.
no, I was hoping I'd
Good try. So Shea's dead.
take 2 damage.
But
That
hey, now we
was-
both inhabit, both of our souls are trapped in one kaiju body.
Wait, does that make you more powerful or something? Or?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
What?
How this?
No, this is what I'm making up. This is my story.
okay.
My story to go along with the fact that this
You're
mini is now
giant,
on the board. Oh, you
scientifically
can have a trophy.
engineered.
Just don't touch the trophy too much because
But
it
it's
is a prototype.
Pretty, so yes, very good trophy. Lots of money on the black market.
So there's still, you've used your power surge, so
I
that's
have.
the end of round 4, and this might be the end of the game. So everyone
Wait,
roll.
no, she has to take her turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, your card was off the table,
Oh,
that's why.
okay. No
My
worries.
bad. Do that flying knee.
Well, okay. I'm gonna define me. Again, when attacking, if you roll 1 or more triggers, place everything in an enemy back arc after this attack and choose its facing. So we're
Unfortunately, I don't think you can make the attack.
I know.
But you can move if you want to like step away, or you can
Yes.
at least pivot so that maybe next time you can pivot.
I definitely want to move away.
I don't know, because now we get to roll. We get to roll the impulse dice first, because there's only one of them left.
Oh.
So if you pivot, there's a decent amount of chance that we'll be able to do at least one first, and then you could move.
So should I pivot then and not move forward?
I think you should just pivot, because if you move away,
Okay.
then it might be harder to get back around to attack.
Yeah, I'm just scared. Okay.
That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Was that 1?
All right.
Cool.
Pivoted.
All right, that's the end of round 4. So now we do that rolling to end the game.
Yeah,
thingy.
so each of us rolls one of these, I believe. And if we get 3 total successes, then the game is over and we count points.
Okay,
That's correct.
here we go.
3, 2, 1.
1,
That's
2,
great.
3,
Okay.
4.
The game is now over. Whoa, we surrender. No, but
Hold
we're not
on,
really.
hold
But
on.
not really. Okay, so we're gonna get points, 2 points each for these buildings we demolished. There's gonna be 1, if for any character that took points damage, we get an additional. So that's 2, 4, 5 for us so far. And then that's it for us. We've got 5. So you guys get 3 points for taking a character out of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you get
One.
2 points for every remaining building.
2.0.
wow.
So you get 3
this is
for
looking
knocking Shea out,
good.
plus 5, 7, 9.
Oh wow. I thought
Jaeger.
we were like.
I know, I was
That's
pretty
crazy.
nervous.
You were valiant in your efforts
Yeah.
to defend the
Won.
planet, and you have won this game.
I told you I have a very strong noggin.
Oh,
so
man.
sometimes the best answer is to just throw your head at something, literally.
Yeah. Shea, any thoughts? Maybe things you would have done differently?
Roll better.
Roll
you know
better.
what? My rolling skills were good in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, your rolls were crushing it. What do you
Yeah.
mean roll better?
Yeah, you kind of got weak there towards the end. You got weak.
I started strong. I did not have a lot of follow through. So, yeah,
Roll better?
that was a big
Sure.
thing. Roll better. I think
Yeah.
that's what I would have done.
You're also
maybe
left
would-
alone on the board for an entire turn.
I
Yeah,
did
that
burrow
was-
underground and left you to get double hit. So that was rude of me, and I learned maybe don't leave you and roll better to
But
get back on the board.
You know what? You did what your kaiju felt in its heart, and I can't fault you for that. So.
Well, real quick, anything you guys are working on that you want the people of the internet to go check out?
My YouTube channel and Patreon in the works at KAORIOUS. That's my.
They don't have to spell it, it's right there. They can see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can follow me everywhere on that, all social media outlets as well.
Awesome.
I teach games on YouTube at RTFM,
the
youtube.com/RTFM show, and also just started a Patreon, so there's that. And then I'll be writing some cool stuff for Geek and Sundry for Tabletop Day, which is coming up.
Oh, so soon. It's in April. Will, tell us, aside from seeing both of us on a panel for High Voltage at WonderCon, where else can they find you on the internet?
We have a Patreon. Check out High Voltage Magazine. We also host game nights, so come join us, meet friends, and play a bunch of games.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for you guys coming on the show today. It was great to have you.
For having
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
It is
A lot
my
of
great
fun.
pleasure, even though we were destroyed, but
The
We'll give it a good fight.
last minute,
felt like we were
know.
doing good.
The underdog won.
Snuck in that kill.
Well, thanks again, and thanks so much to you guys at home for watching. We'll see you next week on another episode of Game the Game.
Bye.